We have all loved Lucy. Her legendary comedy work lives on. But Lucille Ball died today in Los Angeles of cardiac arrest. She was 77. Her death surprised doctors. They say she appeared to be recovering from last week's open heart surgery, and they expected her to resume performing in the future. Hospital officials were overwhelmed by the response from Lucy's fans. But comedian Henny Youngman says she was that kind of person.
And she was a great girl all around, well-loved, well-respected. I think that's about all you can ask from the public. I'm sorry to see her go.
Last week after her heart surgery, comedian Steve Allen said Lucille Ball's work will immortalize her.
Lucille Ball's name is one of the most important, not just in the 1950s, although that was the time of her chief glory, but because of the happy factor of the repeats and the distribution of her series around the country and around the world. She continues to be seen and respected in the way that a Groucho Marx is, that a Charlie Chaplin is, that a Buster Keaton, Laurel and Hardy. Again, because the films go on forever, whereas you may stop your work at a certain date. And in that sort of mathematical sense, as extrapolated, her contributions were of enormous importance. But even if they were only seen once, even if they were only seen when they were on the air live, it was still television comedy at its very best. So she'll be sorely missed, not only as, well, no, I'm wrong. She'll be missed as a human being. Her work, we still have.
CNN's Sherry Sylvester has more about the Queen of Comedy's reign.
The world loved Lucy, and every day millions of fans can still see her work. Translated in virtually every language, the I Love Lucy show is one of the great success stories in television history. Born 77 years ago to a mining engineer and a concert pianist, Lucille Ball worked as a secretary, waitress, and model before moviegoers got that first glimpse of her flaming red hair and their first listen to her brassy bass voice.
Red hot! Get your red hot!
It was on the set at RKO Studios that she met Cuban band leader Desi Arnaz. They married the following year.
You told me to turn right.
I didn't tell you to turn right.
You said turn right here, and I turned right.
You didn't let me finish. I was trying to tell you to turn left. What I was trying to say is you turn right here left.
CBS at first had their doubts about pairing the couple on television, so Desi and Lucy put up $5,000 of their own money and launched Desilu Productions' I Love Lucy. With neighbors Fred and Ethel Mertz, played by Vivian Vance and William Frawley, the Ricardos' exploits were among the funniest of the 50s. In 1960, she divorced Arnaz and 1 year later married comedian Gary Morton. She continued her television work in Here's Lucy, along with her real-life kids, Lucy Arnaz and Desi Jr.
I want my kid's mother to be famous. It's not enough just to be beautiful.
Although her television career was soaring, she continued her film work and made more than 70 pictures before her death.
Hello, Bud Hooper. Tell him Lucille Ball is calling. Lucille Ball.
Her recent work includes the only failed attempt at a Lucy show called Life with Lucy.
Boy.
And the critically acclaimed Stone Pillow, in which she played a bag lady. She also paid tribute to fellow comedian and friend Bob Hope on his 50th anniversary with NBC. Years earlier, Hope teased Ball about the continual reruns of I Love Lucy.
You know, long after we're gone, I Love Lucy will still be playing all over. I wouldn't be surprised if they're even running up there.
Well, if they are, they aren't paying for them.
The legacy of her work will continue to live on. Lucille Ball was 77.